Hey folks, good afternoon. This is V. Kali reading some of my poetry on my couch. How about that? Hope you like it. If you don't, you can turn to something else, right? So this is my book, Him. It came out in 2016. Wow. November 9th, my 65th birthday. So here we are in another, Lord have mercy, election year. And I hope you elect to do something different for the world. Because as it stands, everything is viral. I don't want this to go viral. I want this to go something healthy. So we got to get some dictionary skills up in here and get some other words. All right. This is called moved. Like wind move water and wholly uses spirit. By music, laughter, and time. By hugs and ceremony, I am moved. By bearded smiles and tattooed styles of 50s diamond ear and signified mouths. Moved by Ashford or Simpson. Sarita, Naila, and Mahalia, well, I said I wasn't going to tell nobody, but I couldn't keep it. And Bia being one of the crowd all by herself. Moved. After 25 years on a New York street and back on the bus, I've been moved. All placentas buried. They're a palm tree now. Moved by men who love their children and women love their men's and babies who don't have to choose. Carried like a preacher moves through sermon with scripture wrapped around his heart and woven into the fabric of his character. With truth his collar and God his boutonniere, changed by the power of memory and forgiving and scars that don't itch anymore. I am healed. I am healed. And the voices of reason I'm still willing to hear. Baptized by black sunshine and stage presence and pas de deux by phone and Joshua sounds like forever. By breath, mantra and rain. Doing that dance. Shaking. By stringed instruments, voices included. And 7.0 at 2 a.m. and Nana, I am calling you. And long distance cell to let you know you are missed, transformed by grits written across the page and red shawls. By the rhythm of miracles that dance in the streets, and poetry good enough to wrap my grandson. I am so moved sometimes I can't speak or spell. Tell the sun to move over and bask in me for a while. Move. Yay! Let's see. Woke. When wake up calls, that we answer is more important than how we answer. When Spirit said, wake up, I knew it was speaking to me because I was the only one in the room. Then whispered, about this man you call Home Skillet. Pathology is not the study of the path. Feel me, feel me. Freed. Everybody's going to be free one day, right? So I thought I'd rather sleep with you than to sleep with anger. Truth is, I'd rather sleep alone. Elevator man. alleviates the plane, pushes hot elevator buttons, feeling his way from one floor to another, expectations rise and fall, lets you down easy. Elevator man does it all. First floor, second floor, next stop mezzanine, shifts your consciousness gently. His manner is so clean, you wonder where you're going, then wonder where you've been. The elevator man has struck again. The end. I am being torn from the shackles of resistance, bathed by a man who gives me water as a parting gift. I am loved and being loved in this time of cholera, and my tears turn this fever into prayer. Wow. When did I write that? That was a long time ago. It's interesting. From cholera to corona. Lord have mercy. The more things change, the more they stay the same. 3:35 a.m. It still amazes me that just when I think there are no more tears, then it begins to rain. Life. I think this is from like 1994. The journey can be the longest mile or vacation, the search, a maze, or a treasure hunt. It's all up to you. If you continue to breathe, the sweetness will pull you through, will guide you. As you continue to breathe, the sweetness will become you. When you continue to breathe, you will learn that the last sweetness ain't really the last, just the one before the next. So I continue to breathe and remember the sweetness, whether I can taste it today or not. If I could sing, I would sound like Dwight Tribble, awaiting notes that rise like the sun before dawn to fill up a midnight with a sky full of stars. If I could sing, my songs would heal like Aretha's Doctor and Stephanie's I Feel Good all over. Same song would heal like the Aquaman himself. Just need to touch you. Don't need herbs off the shelf. If I could sing, my voice would be the cure the AMA couldn't patent. Wrap bandages around your wounds like Ella or Sassy when they scatten. My voice would echo album covers filled with dreamtime melodies and heal you like James Brown and singing, please, please, please. If I could sing, my songs would feed the world. Serve you syncopation on silver platters, sprinkled with Phyllis, Diane Reeves a la carte, Prysock and Eckstein, your choice of entree, tossed with Horace Silver, garnished with Andy Bay. Dessert would be sweet, like Luther or Nancy. If I could sing, I would sound like Dwight Tribble, an oasis in the middle of your mirage that wets whistles and lips in the drying bones of our histories. If I could sing, I would sound like dreams forming in new minds and memories of divinity. If I could sing, hearts would need no strings, hairs would need tweezers, no plucking would be allowed. If I could sing, I wouldn't need no Grammy, and American music could keep their awards. If I could sing, I would hold you like the whole notes with Son Roland Kirk wouldn't let go. If I could sing, I would sing our people awake, our children into safety, our men into honor, ourselves into our rightful place among the women who created worlds with just the mention of their names. If I could sing, I would sound like Dwight Trimble, and the world would say, Ashe. During all this time, writing all this poetry, this was what I was doing. I'm raising children. Lord have mercy. I'm not the farmer's daughter raising chickens to be slaughtered, not the sharecropper's child raising cane to be cut down. I'm raising children here. Raising, not California singing dried fruit raisinets, not raising strange fruit to hang from some oppressor's tree. I'm raising precious fruits to grow high on the vine. Precious fruits reaching toward the sunshine, raising the fruits of my womb to multiply by fives to stay alive. I'm raising children here. No little Bo Peep leading her sheep to be slaughtered. These are my daughters. These are my sons. I'm raising children, y'all. Raising them up above the floodwaters. I am the crossing guard. Cross me and you'll be sorry because I'm raising children here. Between rock and hard space, betwixt slim and none, between fat back and no slack, I'm raising children, y'all. The instructions are included, don't fold, spindle, or mutilate. The instructions are included, don't fold, spindle, or mutilate. The instructions been included, do not fold, spindle, mutilate, neglect, misuse, or abuse. Just follow the instructions like you do Ogun, Oshun, and the moon. Just follow the instructions because I'm raising children here. I'm raising children, y'all. I'm raising children here. Okay, it's March, but this is under a July sky. It looks like July outside. Romanced by a prince whose kingdom come in liquid passion and Abyssinian whole notes, who don't stutter when he talk or step, but do dance. Grounded in original tongue, plants feet like seeds about to grow into something real any minute, sooner than you think, then sprinkles hope onto the ground for those who have lost their way. Doesn't ask for donations, gets his in aces and spades, runs Boston's every 15 minutes, got super frequent flyer miles and miles and miles to go before he sleeps. He's been given time to heal, uses it wisely and often, tempers the bitterness of life with sweet nothings whispered in a four-letter, two-syllable, long-distance song called Poppy. First Testament. His voice was symphony. Album of the year. News at 11, it forecast good weather and world report from Africa to Northern Cal and stories like you wouldn't believe and namesakes and treasures that fall into your lap and make you smile. I know he writes poetry because he wears it like cologne. No, like holy water on a blessing. This reverent warrior, son of a servant, he wears humble like a crown, and kindness cover him like indigo on grandma's hands that seeps into your pores when he touches you. He breathed hope with his laughter. He the smile of a new day and the twinkle of a daughter in his eyes. Altered and altered. Left standing at the altar just means you suppose to kneel. Visitation. The parlor in Miss Rose's favorite chair, he sits, facing a fireplace where nothing's burned for years. He is warm. Embers from grandson's last visit flicker, will go out soon, but not before she comes. The front doors been open. Entering his world like an old friend, expected, she crosses the threshold of his southern comfort, and he is comfortable, for he is at peace. It looks good on him. All accolades and titles folded neatly and put away. Eyes closed in some premeditation, there is rest for his weary. Not wanting to disturb this silence but acknowledge the presence, she crosses her fingers, crosses her heart, then the room. Leaning into his airspace, bowing like a congregant, she whispers her kiss to his brow. Holding dress to her chest so as not to ripple his mood, she removes her lips, still bent on his behalf, and before her assent, his crown touches her heart, and lips not far behind kiss her chest like the Kaaba. His hands welcome her home. Premonition. He came just to teach in my life, just around midnight. A minister, a message, a miracle waiting to happen, said, I am a method, your morning, your breath of fresh air. He brought what I had asked for, with no ulterior motive, came with his heart in his hands, embracing my spirit, set my soul on nice. Walked in with freedom round his neck and a pocket full of dreams, came to heal my heart, set the soles of my feet free. Accepted my offerings, asked for no thing in return, nothing I was unable to give. He is spirit child, come to visit his mother, take good care of her. Speaking in her garden, he watch her flowers grow, because he knows the secret life of plants. He is responsible man, not afraid of lies, because he sleeps with the truth, eats with the truth, speaks with the truth. A man child all his life, he been to the river. From Alabama forests deep in his memory to Jackson Avenue sidewalks paved against their will, he been a man child all his life. Been a rest to the weary, been a source of the Nile, been between beard and locks there be Euphrates in his smile. He is the left hand of God working righteousness on the night shift. A lion in winter with a Capricorn heart. He is a prophet with non-prophet status. plays board games with the universe, pyramids, planets, stars without stripes. He is mountain man, come down from the mount, whispers rainbows in my ears, gonna teach me how to pray. He come early Sunday mornings before the sun do rise, speaks to me of secrets in the middle of the night, brought me freedom in a feather, 'cause I'd forgotten how to fly. He came just to teach me that I'm the teacher in my life. Memory. I used to fall into his eyes, and there he'd catch me. So I don't know what's happening in your life right now, but what I have to say is keep breathing in and keep breathing out. It's real simple. Don't worry about nothing else. As long as you're breathing in and breathing out. You are not alone. From the word, there is breath. From breath comes laughter. And in laughter, grief doesn't stand a chance. You know, people, they're buying all the toilet tissue, right? All the toilet tissue. Well, somebody was on Facebook and they brought all the plungers. Ha, ha, ha. This is kind of like that. One love. This man is mine. God gave this man to me. And this one, and this one, and this one. I don't claim to be greedy. I may have been needy at one point, but I'm not greedy. Sacred. I am blessed. You are blessed. Together, we are holy. Agent. I didn't know he was FBI. He didn't know I was wanted. Mm. BB Rains. Even the skies couldn't take it, pouring their hearts onto us, already drenched and stunned. We, wet with the blues of the pain in his art, the king who baptized the world with our woe, dethroned by a cool too sweet to resist, the Holy Trinity, now a widow named Lucille. Love me some BB King. Hmm. Let's see. What did I not read already that I want to read? Pieces of Passion. He came to me in summer, on Pocono rain, with Africa in his hands, and October on his mind. In synchronicity, took me to the river, held me up, washed me down. His bitters, sweet offering, healed me with embrace and juice that make me want to bring back the veil. Knows the purpose for my mouth and hands. said so. A wish costs time zones, distance, sun, and moon. He speaks to me of water's edge and deep. Creation is his heartbeat. He prays in public with his art. When sun kissed my imagination with dew, I feel him at dawn. Mm. Vision. Another old, this is really old, really old. Actually, Edward Cartwright Jr. wrote a, wrote a piece called Her Nature. And this was the answer to that. He rises from the sea like the steam of a natural hot spring, direct and full of life, hair glistening like black diamonds in the noonday sun, each carefully woven lock like the root of a tall oak tree, ancestor of the fruit it bears. Waves of wonder, liquid curls that gently caress the magic of his mind, or an aerial view of the woolen rainforest that protects his mountain crown. His skin, a yellow, golden, bronze, earth brown, Maasai red, deep dark, chocolate blue, like indigo, midnight sky of smooth, sometimes from head to toe. Eyes wide open, half asleep, deep set, dreamy, almond shaped, clear, and always watching out for you. Teeth that sparkle with the brilliance of the seashell on the seashore form a smile that's safe, invites you into loving arms, stronger than you'd imagine, willing and able to hold, carry, support, and nurture you, gentle enough to hold a baby child. Connected from a place rarely seen by the naked eye, his hands reflect the connection between man and God. The touch of passion, the touch of love, the healing feeling, the science, the art of making dreams come true and visions possible. Legs that withstand the test of time, walk or run the 4 minute mile, stand only on the ceremony and foundation. And feet dance to the rhythms of the saints, the Orisha, the God, ready, willing, and able to stand toe to toe with any man, but not afraid to run for a cause. Ears that pray, ears that hear a baby cry in the middle of the night, hands that change diapers without turning on the light, voice that speaks with the power of the north wind, the softness of a summer breeze, words that teach patiently, eyes again not ashamed to cry, that light up with delight at the sight of you. Lightning quick thoughts race through his mind, manifesting visions from the divine, lips that kiss the ground you walk on, hands not afraid to till the same, listens intently when you speak, honesty and truth his middle name, brings you a rose that calls you the flower, stays with your children for hours and hours, knows that his place is right where you stand. This is my vision of an African man. Woohoo! Black man, African man, African man. Awakening, parts 1 and 2. I awoke, his hair between my teeth, my breath in the palms of his hands. I wiped the smiles from his eyes and brushed his promises from my hair, blinked and they all fell into a neat little pile on this bed of on fire, ready to be sacrificed for more powers of persuasion than I already had. I was looking for honor, but wasn't ready to lie to get it. Where is the honor if there is no truth? So I took the path less traveled, found myself out on a limb by myself. It climbed so high I couldn't back down. You can back down from a lie, but never from the truth. I couldn't back down. So I plunged into the river where truth runs deep, then jumped into the air where truth's the only current. And then I learned to fly. Two, I sleep with my hands tied behind my back to keep from reaching out for you. Put a fork on my tongue to keep from calling your name. I put a meter on my mind so thoughts about you don't exceed the limit. I sleep with a chain around my heart to keep from loving you too much, then dream of my heart singing unchained melodies. Old lovers never die, they just try to keep in touch. But someday we'll all be free. Miss Laura, George McDonald, how dare you love me like you mean it? Honoring your intention, you bring laughter to my heart, and my cup runneth over and over again. Because of you, I live in a place where the scent of star lilies and white roses renegotiate air. Handle me like, baby, I'm free. Okay, I know I asked Spirit for this. Just didn't know we would be here so soon. A bucket full of brothers got me flashing like railroad crossing. How dare you love me like God sent you? Just 'cause he did. Told you things about me I ain't admitted to myself. Told you so you can help me heal. This is what love looked like from the inside. Of a spirit who says you mine all the time. Of a God that love you like always ain't never been defined, just is. Don't you know I ain't used to this? But when you open your heart, your eyes will follow and lead you to me every time. How dare you love me like I deserve it? Watch me. Let you. Let's see. I'm sure there's a couple more. Ah, yes. Worn. He wears me like an amulet, worn close around the neck. My breath, a tourniquet, keeps his heart from falling out his chest. He wears me out in public places, with private glances from yesterdays, searching for me in his tomorrows. He wears me well. Like finely tailored suit, silk in left breast pocket, alligator see you later shoes that don't need shine. He be wearing me out, y'all. First wore me down, gently, like diamond stylus needle that fit my groove till I was smooth. Wore me down with carefully navigated stairs that led me to believe on 33 and a third, it's my turn. Now he wears me up to his neck and wishes that nights would be longer and days never end. He wears me well. Into the flavor of the music we hear and others don't. Well into the absence of obsessive behavior. He wears me out. To lunches and dinners where passion flavors nourishment like water with chocolate, and the fountain of the youth that runs through our veins and the fountain of our juices tastes just the same. Wears me like deep dish cobbler after family feast. Never use toothpick, just keep sucking his teeth. Wears me like mother's milk on baby's breath, he wears me well. Like Coltrane on the Blue Note, black leather pleasure on a Friday night by Ohio players, Ike or Barry White. Wears me like a token of your affection, like rose petal on softness, syllable on syntax. Like May meets December in the middle of June, wears me like the smell of pheromones on full moon, wears me like the fine of an overdue book, wears me like the fine taken second look, wears me like a memory that you never forget, like silver lining on moonful mornings, mornings when grief's the only silence to be heard. And when he takes me off and lays me down before he prays my soul to keep, he wears me well into submission before we fall asleep. Let me see. Here's wishing everybody in this time of change and renaissance and rebirth something good. Something good. I feast on my memories when I don't want to cook. Sip your voice from long stemmed glasses, chilled like a good Chardonnay. And at dawns like these, they're poured in my hands to cleanse me and spill over large coffee mugs with saucers to catch the drip. I drink them like hot carob milk in winter and eat them like sweet rolls for breakfast. Cooking, another memory. We were at the kitchen sink. I was almost down the drain. My back, palm tree in the sway. He had all of me this way. Behind us, brown rice in a pot, exploding. Somehow we forgot. Somehow we forgot. Did I read this already? Evidence? If I did, I'm reading it again. We both left the house ashen, the oils from our bodies having been drunk by the sheets of earlier morning cover.